Hey guys, this is Mikko from ML Sound Lab, and this is amped Ml5. Let's see what it sounds like. So, our latest and greatest amp sim, amped Ml5, is based on my personal favorite amplifier from my personal amp collection. So this is very special and very important to me personally. It features 9 amp sims based on this one real amplifier that's based on a Californian boutique amp manufacturer's flagship amp model. So this is what it sounds like when you start it up. Hopefully you can play it better than I can, but yes, it has that sound in it. It is super tight. We're on the ML4 amp sim, which is the highest gain amp sim on this plugin, and even this super high gain monster is this tight. And that's just one amp sim on this plugin. We have 9 to choose from. So if we start with this list, we have Ml5 Clean, Ml5 Fat, Ml5 Tweed, which will give you really nice crunchy tones already. Ml5 Edge, Crunch, and ML1 are sort of your medium to high gain amplifiers that have more low end to them and are not super tight. ML2C Plus, ML4 and Ml5 Extreme are those super tight, super high gain amplifiers or amp sims in this plugin. Let me just quickly demonstrate all of them. So let's start with Ml5 Clean. And this is what it sounds like stock. And the next amp sim is the Ml5 Fat, which is more of a scooped and fat, low-end, heavy type of a clean sound. And this is my favorite clean sound on this plugin, so this is what it sounds like. Very clear and very beautiful sounding, clean tone, very Fendery, I must say. Then we have the Tweed, which is actually very good for those edge of breakup tones. So I'll actually play some crunchy stuff for you guys. And this is very touch sensitive, so if I pluck it very lightly, it'll be almost like a clean sound. While if I pick it hard, it'll crunch up almost like a full-on crunch tone. So once again, very touch dynamic. Let's jump to the Ml5 Edge, and this is what it sounds like. So it almost has this kind of a British voicing to it, more of kind of a open presence, so to say. The next is the Ml5 Crunch. So as you can hear, it doesn't have that huge pick attack, like super punchy type of palm mute sound like the third channel does have. Then we have the ML1, and this is your sort of Santana type super fat lead tone. So let's see what it sounds like. So that's more about the super smooth leads, and you know, maybe you're familiar with something like this. And so on. So it's kind of this really fat and very smooth kind of lead thing. And now we get to the third channel, which has the ML2C+, and this is for all you Petrucci fans out there. And you know, that's just so tight, incredibly tight. Obviously we have these presets in here, like T-Rex rhythm. So let's see what that sounds like. And the next amp sim we have is the ML4, and this is what I already showed you guys before in the first demo. I'm going to just quickly show you, for example, the chocolate cake preset that we have in there. So this is like the ultimate fat, ultimate gain type of a sound. Last but definitely not least, we have the Ml5 Extreme Amp sim, and like the name suggests, it's the more aggressive sounding one out of all these modes in the third channel. So this actually sounds really cool in my personal opinion. And this amp definitely does not need to be boosted, but if you want to get it extremely tight, like overly ridiculously tight, you can actually use the pedal port that we have in here. And I've driven this with this screamer type pedal, and what we have is something like this. So even though the third channel is super tight anyways, you can get it even tighter, and it almost makes no sense to do this, but you can do that. And while we're on the topic, the plugin comes with the pedal board, as do all the amped plugins that we have in our amp sim line, and obviously having a delay, reverb, drive and a noise gate gives you so much more versatility out of all these channels. And as you can now see, there are so many options in this plugin. You have 27 presets to choose from if you feel like there's option paralysis with all these knobs, but obviously the tweakability of this plugin is the entire, benefit of having it. But personally, I've been waiting for this plugin for at least a decade, and waiting and no one would do it. So obviously now that I can do it, this was the first priority for me to get out. Now we have it here, and it's really cool and awesome. And what's even more awesome is that this is so true to the real life amplifier, which is, like I said before, my personal amplifier and my favorite amplifier out of all the amps that I own. Not sure if you've heard, but I have like 30 plus amps and 40 plus cabs. The collection is pretty big right now. For me personally, this amplifier is the best amp that I have, and now we have it in plugin format. So thank you so much for watching the video, and go get the Ml5. I mean, you will not regret it. It's definitely one of the best amps in the world, and now you can have it as well. Thank you so much for watching the video, and see you guys later. Bye.